pushing my limits and all the drive that I have. Well, I'm going the distance with you. I didn't know what I had till I knew what was missing, and everything that I dread. Well, I built a resistance with you. Catch me when I fall, and I'll keep you on the ground. You know I wish you'd stay. I could look at you for days. Time was well spent, that's when I knew that I need to spend my life here with you. Take your time, not in the fast lane. I understand that you've been broken too many times. But are you waiting to lose your lose from all you've taken? But if we listen to each other and make our mistakes, then I can show you who I am, because I'm not the same. I'm better with you. I'm better with you.
serious error has occurred. A serious error has occurred.
Guys ready to do this again? We're gonna do it. Okay, let's get to the censored Chatroulette screen. Now, if you don't know what this is, and you have no idea what's going on, and you didn't see what just happened about 20 minutes ago, you know what that sound means. Drink it if you got it. Raspberry and lime. I like that one. That was a good one. Sparkling water drinks. They're pretty good. Okay, so we're going to go to Chatroulette. We're going to flat smack. We are going to pop in on people that just think that they're having fun and their world is going to remain stable. But when I get to them, you see their paradigm crack a little bit. And I love that. I live for that. Alright, so let's get rid of this music. Okay. Hold on. I gotta put my headphones on. If you guys can't tell, this is not a very professional broadcast. Really just me having fun. But I have a whole lot of fun doing this, and it's not just fun for me. It's fun for probably you guys, but it works. That's it. It works. It's efficient. That's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to maximize my fun and efficiency when it comes to flat smacking and spreading truth. So there you go. You're in for a treat. Grab your favorite snack. Or get a cold one. Whatever you got to do. You ready for this? I am. Well, hello. Now, what you don't see is, like, I have this censored right now. Like, I'm seeing what should be here, but I'm not going to actually put them on until they give me their permission, so. We're going to, I'm cycling through. Oh, here we go. That's what's up. What are you doing?
Oh, you know, just hanging out.
Hanging out.
What kind of car is that, man? Where are you driving?
Oh, well, you know, hey, look, before I start, can I pop you on the TV? I'm live streaming right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got You don't want to stream me. You'll get banned.
Why?
I play some stuff, but I don't have to play it.
Oh, you play like music. Yeah.
Well,
That'll.
sorta.
Yeah. Oh, if you think you're tempted to play music that'll get me copyrighted, I'll just don't worry about this. We can skip. But if you can bear with me, it might be interesting. Do you stream yourself or what?
Sometimes. Not too often though.
What the hell are you doing right now?
Just chilling, man.
Oh.
Been gaming, but I've been like losing consecutively, like just match after match. So I'm just like, fuck this. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking chill, fucking relax, take a little drink. You know.
Let me throw you on the live stream. I got some people on
All
YouTube right now. I want to see who you are.
All right.
Just don't play no music. Hold on, come on.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
this dude's glasses. This dude's glasses are as tight as my freaking Tesla backdrop.
Oh hey, yeah. It's not the only thing that they do, man.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Anything in pixel they can display, so it's pretty neat if you ask me. Necessary? Hell no. Cool? Hell yes, though, for sure.
I
for
need
sure.
to get some for my show. You have no idea how cool that would look. Just with this, just whatever, just to have some glasses. That's awesome. I like that. So,
Cost you $100. $100.
Nice. Do they blink when you blink, or is it just random?
No, they're just glasses. But that'd be super cool though.
Dude, that'd be like so badass. Like you use one eye and be like, "Hey guys." Wow.
Like you can make it happen if you manually control it, but we're just not there yet with the tech. Eventually, I'd say yes, but right now, no.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, you'd have to have this camera macro focusing on your eyeball.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
You know what, man? I talk about some crazy stuff, man. How open-minded are you, bro?
What do you mean? Like you down? This is the internet, you know.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think we went to the moon in the 1960s?
Sure. Why wouldn't I? I trust the government for the most part.
I'm sorry, I threw up in my mouth a little when you said that.
That's okay.
I'm really the opposite then, so this should be interesting.
Okay.
So have you looked into it much?
Haven't done any research? No, I have not.
What if you did, and let's just pretend, like, what if you found out, you see that bubbles? We're going to get to that in a second.
Okay.
What if you found out that the people that said they went to the moon recorded a video of themselves saying that they're halfway to the moon, everybody, and waving to the camera, and that's what our grandparents saw. And but what they show you is they have a camera pointed out their space shuttle. I put those quotes there, and they're looking at Earth. Earth looks like a planet in space. It's all good, right? And they said, "Okay, here we are. We're halfway to the moon, guys. See you later. Bye." Now, what if I said the camera kept rolling? Okay, and they have now this video of them taking apart stuff around the frickin' window, and now all of a sudden that ball in blackness of space isn't a ball in blackness of space. Now it's covering the whole window with bright blue and clouds, looking like an ocean in a high altitude plane. So this begs the question, what were they taking off of the window? Why did they have to put that on the window to make whatever look like a planet in space? Because they have these crescent shapes that made it, look like it had shadow Terminator line, like a planet. Why? Why do we have that? That's interesting to me. Do you find that interesting?
It's very interesting indeed. Yes, it is.
I would hope so. So, I mentioned the bubbles. You saw the bubbles that you'll see lots of bubbles. You know where that comes from?
Probably a stream, right?
Well, actually, yes. It comes from a live stream of the NASA astronauts when they're outside of the ISS. You know what the ISS is? The International Space Station?
Now I do.
Now you do? Well, this is it. So just so you know, when you see them up there in the ISS, they're in this exact thing. And they're doing this for the most part, except they're a little bit more stable. Maybe they have, like, I don't know, they're in a harness or whatever they do, but they don't have to do it like me. But anyway, they're floating. And when they go outside of their space station, when they're in their spacesuit and stuff, you see bubbles that pop up, just like you saw there in my Tesla.
Oh,
So-
I think the audio got cut.
Can you hear me?
Wait, hold on. It's my headset.
Ah.
Okay, we're back. I
Alright.
got audio.
So what I was saying was, like, when they're in that space station, they go outside when they have to fix stuff, all the stuff for some damn stupid reasons all over the outside. So they have to get actually in their spacesuits to go out there and fix crap all the time. But when they do, you see these bubbles, just like you see in my car, like whoop, they just whoop, real quick. And I mean, if I just saw a video on YouTube, I wouldn't believe it. But I saw several videos on YouTube, and I was like, I don't believe it, right? So then I went to the live stream and I watched NASA doing it live. And I lost count about, I don't know, it was about 40 minutes in. I had about 20 different bubbles that I noted the timestamp of and everything. I had a notepad document up, and I was really like, but I'm like, oh my God, I don't even have to do this. You just spend 10 minutes and you see like 5 good bubbles. And that's messed up. How are you going to get bubbles in space?
That is quite interesting.
Now,
I don't think bubbles are in space.
well, the vacuum of space will just totally not allow a freaking bubble. I mean, look at how much technology must have to go into the spacesuit so that the human inside of it's not vacuumed right out of a loose seam or a button. But the thing is, let's take it a step further with this bubble stuff. So, did you know that NASA's astronauts train in what's called neutral buoyancy pools? They have an International Space Station life-size replica underwater, and they're training underwater in their spacesuits with scuba divers helping them move around, and they're
Okay.
Oh, does space bubbles make sense now?
Well, I'm just saying, you're just saying they train underwater. I'm just like, okay.
Well, what if you put a green screen underwater? Now does space bubbles make some sense?
Well, I mean, you just said they're training. I mean,
Well, what if I also said that we have some video footage that that kind of makes you think of whether or not they're actually cutting out scuba divers, sometimes in real time, sometimes in pre-recorded footage.
cutting out scuba divers in real time.
It's possible. This is the same technology that they used, in my opinion, to show a CGI plane hitting 9/11 towers. We got videos of this kind of thing. Like, I mean, look at what I'm doing right now. Let me ask you a question real quick. Do you know how much they get every year to, in my opinion, fake space? How much does NASA get? No, a day. How much did they get a day to do whatever they do?
I have no idea, but probably a lot of money.
Just throw a number out there. Throw one out there.
Some oddward number of maybe $1 billion upwards
Per day?
Oh, maybe not per day.
No, per day.
Dude, I'm not a business individual.
Well, let me just. All right, I'll tell you. I'll give it up. Ready? 53 million a day. Oh,
wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh, I got to take this call right now.
Okay.
There's absolutely nothing I can do about this. But I'm gonna pop over to the ISS. You can feel free to pop out, or you can wait. Hello. How are you? You are on Flatsmackers Live, but you're not audible right now. No. You're calling to talk on your way home. I can talk. Ready to hang out. All right, give me about 30 minutes. Cool. Will do. All right. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye. Okay. So, thanks for putting up with that.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I got my wife. He's heading home from New Orleans, and she's like a 6-hour drive or whatever. So she's calling me on the way back. She just took a power nap on the side, and she knows I'd probably be streaming, but she's like, no, just take your time. It's like several hours. So
yeah,
anyway.
I see.
So yeah, like I have a problem with it. They get $53 million a day, bro. $53 million to you just go look at what they're doing, and you're like, what are we getting for this $53 million a day? $53 million a day could like save the homeless. Like
Oh, why would they get money to do something not beneficial to the community? I mean, if that is true,
Well, hold up
what
now.
we're
I'm gonna
saying.
play devil's advocate. They
Okay.
did create Velcro.
Okay.
That's about the most useful thing I know that they've done. Besides, that's
I'm just saying,
it.
who would feel okay with lying to millions of people?
Oh, well, dude, you know what? The astronauts that I said that took that video of them facing the camera outside of Earth, taking the stuff off the window, well, that's Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. God, I keep forgetting the third guy. Poor bastard. But you know what? But when they go down from the moon, they get back and they have their first press conference, the first time they're meeting the public. Dude, I'm sure you haven't seen the video, but when they're sitting at the tables, they're all like this, like
Huh, okay.
it looks like they're freaking all their dogs died or all their moms just died or whatever, like it's really unnerving. I'm gonna check this out. This just hit the internet. It's like freaking wildfire 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Buzz Aldrin, one of these three guys. Buzz Aldrin's talking to a 9-year-old or 7-year-old in school, and they like to ask these questions to the astronauts. She goes, "So if we went to the moon in the 1960s, why haven't we gone back now?" And now he's all old and decrepit looking and everything. And we got the dude. He looks real frickin' senile. But this dude, he says, and I'm gonna try to quote as best I can, but he goes, well, because we didn't go." Like,
Yeah, okay.
and then he starts fumbling, and he's like, and then you have to ask the question of if we didn't go, why haven't we gone back? Or if there is a problem with why haven't we gone? What's more accurate there is if we haven't gone back, well then it's important to wonder why. That's the kind of like vague little response he gives, but at the very first thing he says, because we didn't go. And I mean, some people could take that one way or the other, but it's just not words that I would describe if I went to the moon. There's a reason. There's a reason why I think they faked it. He's not supposed to say. It's funny. We got people coming from NASA, like satellite engineers, people that worked on the satellites, that know what material goes on the satellites. All this, knows the quality of this material and what it can withstand, and the material that's probably on that thing right there. But they come in live streams as flat earthers, saying that they think the Earth is flat because they've done enough research. But the biggest thing is they come out of NASA saying that all the stuff that they've been doing, it just doesn't make any sense. The material they're using shouldn't be able to withstand the temperature fluctuations of space, the hot, the cold, etc. This car they launched into space, the paint on the top of the car shouldn't even be able to be on the car. And in no time, it would be just melted or whatever. The whole car would probably be melted. The tires, the vacuum of space would implode the tires instantly. These tires, this is a stock Tesla. Did you know that they launched this car into space?
Yeah, I heard about it.
What do you think? Do you think that's real?
I heard about it. I didn't look into it at all. If it happened, cool, but if they're faking it, then
Yeah. I'm just like throwing stuff so fast out there that you really have to look into every little thing to realize that what I'm saying backs up. And if any of it backs up, somebody's lying real quick, So can I show you something?
Yeah, of course.
Let me show you how they're lying. Check this out. Pictures of Earth that we get from outer space. Ready? Let's start with this one. Exhibit A. This top picture of Earth is an image portrayed by NASA taken from the Discover Epic camera. Okay. When tilted at a 12-degree angle, it matches exactly right down to the cloud formations, the picture of the Earth below it, which NASA alleges was taken from the LRO satellite. Now, the image below, if you simply increase the contrast on the Earthrise image, is what they call it. This is them standing on the moon, looking at Earth, and Earth rising up like a sunrise. Okay, that's why they call it Earthrise. If you change the contrast on this image, you can see that there's this gray square. See that?
Yeah.
Now, do you do anything in Photoshop at all? Any sort of graphics, design, anything?
Yep, I can tell you that's going to be easy to edit.
Edit? What do you mean?
You can easily Photoshop the gray out, or in any video editor.
You could easily like clean it up, right?
Yeah, you just get rid of the gray, but you gotta set the tolerance at the right level as well.
Of course. You got to know what you're doing. And I'm sure they knew what they were doing, but somebody
Yeah.
messed up. Somebody forgot to take the little eraser tool. They thought the black was matching the black, but it didn't. That's what
Okay.
happened, you know? They thought the black of their square Earth they copied from one picture into the blackness of space on this, I think, a CGI terrain moon. Look at the moon. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the moon. Like, you know, are you a video gamer? You look like a video gamer.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
doesn't this look like bump graphics? You know what I'm talking about? Bump
Yeah,
graphics.
I know what you're talking
When
about.
when,
yeah.
when Doom 3 was it Doom 3 that came out when the bump graphics were really big and it looked like this isn't sand or rock. There's no detail in any of this. This looks like bump graphics. But let's move on. Like the thing is, the gray thing they should have taken out. If they copied and pasted something in there, they could have removed it. But this was a NASA.gov picture. People downloaded and they changed the contrast and we see the square. Dead. Picture's fake. No doubt. Picture's wrong. Here's one. Ready for your next noodle to be blown? One more, and then I'll probably let you go because I just want to drop a couple of seeds. I don't want it to get too deep. You ready for this? Blown clouds in the picture of Earth that we had on our iPhone. Okay. This is the iPhone background default picture called the blue marble picture of Earth. You zoom in on it. See these squares?
Yep.
Any you notice any funniness inside the squares? Any similarities within the clouds?
They look exactly the same.
Yeah. You know what that tool is in Photoshop? If you name
It's
it.
the I believe I might butcher it, but it's either clone stamp or stamp.
Clone stamp, brother man. Got it. So you know what I'm talking about. Same with all these other dots and circles, and it's all, look at this. Look at this one. Boop, boop. I mean, come on. Oh my, look at this. This is my favorite one. Boom, boom.
Well, you know, commercials when they show food for like Perkins or Denny's or any food item, you know, that's not how they take hours making that, and like sometimes they use like fake cheese on pizzas, so they get that nice pull. So I just would only assume that they would do the same for just a nice photo background. Granted, like it makes me kind of think
like
twice
that
when
answer. I like
when
that.
they think.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Oh, I just like. Well, for one, I wouldn't rely upon Apple with a stock background for a phone for my sources of official info. But still, I mean, like, you know, hey, this is something that's definitely like, hey, it's cloned. But still, I mean, I would just take it as it's a background and some designer made it. Honestly,
Let me tell you.
for a phone.
As far as I know, it was a photo that NASA took, and then they did have a designer. His name is Rob Simmons, and we got audio and video of him saying, "Oh yes, this is a Photoshop picture of Earth because it has to be." But he's referring to how the photos of Earth are taken by high altitude cameras that get strips of ribbons of images of Earth, and he's having to piece them together. So when he pieces them together, he then has to like do some kind of tomfoolery with the clouds, etc., etc., etc. But wait, there's a problem with that. Why the hell can't we just send a damn satellite way far away? We don't need a damn plane trying to strip images of Earth and then you make it a ball and then you cut it.
Right, yeah.
What the hell is it? We have something called the Saturn Cassini that we sent to Saturn. It's satellite. And when you go look at this, it's ridiculous. I have it right here. Oh my God, maybe that's even better to show you, because if I show you this, you're a gamer, and I want to ask you, because I've asked a lot of people, do you think this is PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1? Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. This is in the IMAX 3D theater, okay? Let me play it. Come on. Why is it not playing? That's interesting. Okay, there we go. Let me back it up a little bit. For some reason it just really, all right, so this is good. All right, look at this. This is a satellite coming in. Look how thin this gets. Look at the freaking ring here, get thin as paper. Oh, there's a fake ass moon. Dude, this They said this is high definition pictures the satellite took that they strung together to make a video. It wasn't a video, it was high definition pictures that they strung together. Come on. Look how stupid this is. Oh my
This looks like
goodness.
something you can make in the Source engine.
Right? I mean,
And Source looks like shit.
yeah, so you get it. You're a gamer. Dude, this is an IMAX 3D theater. This is stuff from NASA. This is what they're shoving down everybody's throats. And I gotta say, man, look, I'm hip. I'm 32, but I could see that's PlayStation 2 at best.
It looks like some render of some sort. I have no idea actually what it is, but it does look like some render. But
Yeah.
if you're NASA and you can't afford to put at least like, you can put a fucking like $100 camera on that and it'll look better than that. I mean, like, you know, you gotta, we know what space is. It's big. We know space is big. So I'm pretty sure it won't take that nice quality if it's a $100 camera. But like, you know, I watch slow-mo guys and they have they have very, very powerful cameras. And I'm pretty sure if they have it, NASA could get their hands on a really expensive camera. And if they take pictures like this, like, come on, NASA, you're supposed to be some official business. All you gotta do is just place that on like some window, like $1 million camera or some shit like that.
That's great points. And you know what? All the way around, I asked that about them because in the 60s, we were able to live stream to President Nixon on the moon while he was in the White House. And I find that really amazing because it had some really great technology in the 60s that we must not have access to. Because I can go out my mailbox with my cell phone connected to my Wi-Fi, and I start losing my Wi-Fi signal from my house in like 10 yards away. So I'm like, what's going on here? But that was a perfect live stream. You know, they went to the moon every time and came right back. Like first time they did it, bam, they made it, it came back. They built a golf cart 3 times on the moon, drove it around, played golf on the moon. Gangsters. It just goes on and on, the kind of like stuff that's just unbelievable. But this picture behind me, I mean, you can see it's a render. I mean, look how paper thin the freaking ring got. There's no fuzziness or anything.
Just that the colors look so blobby. Like,
Exactly.
there's no detail. It just someone went like ham on. Okay, I'll go with the tan color. No, the slightly different tan color, and just like, well, I'll just brush that in, and just kept brushing that. Like it looks so bad.
There's no bump mapping. There's no blurring. Everything's too sharp.
Like if I look at Saturn right now on Google, I can tell you like there's detail on that. But looking at that image right there that you showed me, that there's just no fucking detail. And they were telling me like this is NASA taking a high definition picture. Like you got to think like, what the hell kind of camera did they use? Fuck, looks so shitty.
If it looks this bad, take a freaking GoPro next time, NASA. Just
yeah, fucking GoPro, man.
Dude. So you get my point, and you know what? Thanks for being so freaking open-minded. Thanks for being awesome, and I like to plant these seeds, and I would like to invite you to, if you didn't read the desk already, check out what I talk about. I cover the flat Earth theory. All right, I do, but check it out. I cover all the biggest channels. All the biggest channels know me because of my production quality, but it's because I go through their stuff, the best proofs, the best new long distance laser experiments or long distance photography experiments or balloon experiments or whatever we're doing. And I cover it. So like, I just gave you like boom, 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 boom of stuff to think about. But watch my show. You're going to see the newest, the best, and it gets better and the better. This is since 2015. I've been doing this research. So 3 years, 10 hours a day. Sometimes I binge on this research.
Shit.
Yeah, man. Hey, there's no way I can go back to the ball. The stuff I showed you tonight, you cannot unsee. Space bubbles, the moon landing pictures I just showed you. You can just go look into it. You know, they're faking. They're faking a lot. Yeah, YouTube, the Horry Sheet Show.
Sweet. Okay.
Check it out. Please give me a sub if you want, and your mind will be blown. Call in when I do live shows. I do call-ins. It's a lot of fun, man. Ask questions if you look into any of it and you have a question. Either me or my chat will be able to answer it. I'm not a guru on everything, especially when it comes to orbital mechanics and science. I'm not a big science guy, but I look at stuff and I'm like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, you don't need to be science. You don't need to have a 8-year degree to say that looks like Photoshop. You know,
as gamers, me and you can look at this and be like instantly, that's bullshit. That's not real. We don't need a science.
Or it just looks a little silly. I mean, you can be just your average citizen. You don't have to have any qualifications to ask. If we're giving people X amount of money and you're telling me this is what they're kind of showing, like, it seems silly seeing these pictures.
Exactly. I mean,
You don't need any qualifications to see that.
we don't need a degree. Gamers don't need a degree to look at the Saturn Cassini videos and say, well, either that's complete CGI or that's definitely not any sort of high definition picture strung together to make a video. Like both of those things are true. Both of the it's definitely CGI and it's definitely not any sort of picture strung together. Both of those statements is true. I don't care how you look at it, because if it's real, what kind of camera did you use? Let me film my house with that same camera. I want to see what my house looks like with that, because that's just there's no stars.
Right,
Look,
exactly.
there's no stars.
Oh yeah, I didn't catch that. Good
Didn't
catch.
catch that. You know what else is cool? The car video. Oh wait, I was just on the car video. Sorry, the car video that they sent us when they launched the Tesla. If you look at it, there's no stars in their background. You ever thought about why? It's because if they did, they would have to show some sort of constellation somewhere, and you're gonna have people looking at that with a magnifying glass lens right now.
I wonder if you can take. I wonder if you can see constellations or stars from your regular average day phone. I'm not sure. I'd have to do that right now, actually, but I'm not going to. Because if we can do this with average day phones, then why can't they do it with millions of dollars of technology at their whim?
Yeah. Well, they claim it's the exposure settings, and some cameras have default exposure. So let's let's give them that much. But the thing is, the astronauts themselves. When you ask the people that have been in the ISS, that have been above Earth, looking at space, looking at the stars, they can't get their story straight. You can ask some of them, "Hey, what do the stars look like?" And it's so funny too. There's this video of them played it on my show, one of my shows, and they get a question from one of these high schoolers, "What do the stars look like from outer space?" And there's two astronauts, and they go, and one looks at the other, and the other looks at him, and and one of them finally goes, "Oh, they're beautiful. You could see they're so bright. There's no obstruction." And the other guy goes, "Yeah, they're awesome." All the other astronauts, when you ask them how the frickin' stars look, you know what they say? And they have this catchphrase, this word that they use. They go, "Oh, the stars. Actually, can't see the stars up there. It's like a black velvet night sky." What? Just like the video, like the original. I have stars in my background, but when they sent up the Tesla car and they gave us the video, you go watch it. It's black, no stars.
I feel like maybe. Well, let's just begin with the notion and say this is all fake. Then maybe that is the baseline of what of all NASA. It was what they're supposed to be doing. We're all going to stick to the exposure setting story, for example, by NASA standards. So that all videos shown in space have that same black background. Let's just say, for example,
okay. Give them that. Yeah.
So that way, NASA officially, they would no stars, exposure settings, BS, and that'd be a good way. Different. So a good way of catching people in their lies is two people telling two different stories.
They just make me think, oh my goodness, how do you mess that up? How do you mess this up? How do you we didn't even get into the moon landing and all the problems with it, with the shadows on the moon, and why they would have two different shadow sources, and then if the moon shines so much light back to Earth, how the hell are you even gonna have a shadow on the surface of that damn thing? It's so bright, it's shining light. I can read in the moonlight. How are you gonna get a shadow on the surface? It just doesn't make any sense. It's just so funny, and it shines a cold light. Did you know if you're in the moonlight, you could roughly be 3 degrees cooler in the moon's light? If you were had a umbrella and shaded yourself from the moon's light, you'd be 3 degrees warmer.
Okay.
Yeah, you can measure this. Interesting. They don't teach that in school. That don't make sense. All this stuff, bro. Imagine 3 years, 10, 20 hours a day of research, addicted. The stuff that is hidden from us will blow your mind.
It's because in school they teach you to sit down and listen, not ask some questions. That's why I love philosophy classes, man. Nice. I took college philosophy. Had a lot of fun with that. I took philosophy in high school as well. You get to ask a lot of questions, and I love this one teacher I had. They teach you to ask questions, get some more information. Try and understand things differently, different points of view, and we at the beginning we have different opinions, and when you have different opinions, you don't just be like, "Oh, fuck you, buddy." You try and understand what they're saying, and maybe have them understand what you're saying, and see if you can meet any points. You don't need to get angry.
Man, my chat. I'm reading my chat on YouTube, and I just want to say hi to everybody. I want to give Jamie Brown that wrench. Jamie Brown, congrats
Yeah,
on the
of
wrench.
course.
And all people, free people, what's up, Horry? Look, he says Horry's winning hearts and minds. Great call. You're 3 for 3. Awesome. Yeah, the last 3 people that I had on Chatroulette was just like this, bro. They were open minded. They really heard me. They saw all the stuff that I probably showed you. I think I showed you even more. And I mean, everybody was like, wow, you know what? That's interesting. And that's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm asking you to look into it and then look deeper into anything I said. You're going to have your mind blown, man. So thanks for, participating in. If you want to shout your channel, man, what's your channel? What do you do?
I don't do anything interesting outside of play games, man. So
Ah,
make little meme videos on the side, but it's more so for my friends. But I got one last thing to say though,
what's
for
up?
real. Everyone in the chat spam feels good, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feels good, man.
Feels
Good,
good,
man.
man. Cool,
Hell yeah.
bro.
All right,
Hey,
take it easy.
it's
Nice
been
talking to you,
fun.
man.
Take care, man. Peace out.
Have a good night.
You too. Oh, man. Love it. I could do it all night. I'm telling you guys, I could do it all night. Oh, how long ago did I get that call from my lady? Let me see. I don't want to go too much past that 30-minute mark. 2:17 a.m. So it's what? Can't see. Is that 2:40? All right. So I should probably get off of here and give her a ring. I got one more drink, so that might just mean one more live stream. I cannot stop doing this. I'm not going to bed anytime soon. I don't want to do a 10-minute short little 10-minute stream because that's such a tease for somebody. Oh my god. But hey, Dave Hinkle, how you doing, buddy? Cheers, cheers. Let me give you that wrench. Jamie Brown, yeah, enjoy your wrench. Dude, yeah, this is how it goes. 3 for 3. You guys sub up. Make sure you subbed. Make sure you click the bell. I'm gonna be on here when I do this because it doesn't cost me the kind of money it takes on Fiverr, and yeah, there's some things that went down that is just very interesting. How it's pushing my life into a completely different direction. I have no idea what's happening, but it's interesting nonetheless. And when one door closes, another one opens. But anyway, I'll go ahead and give my lady a call, and I'll probably be back on to finish this drink. I think this is my last one. So anyway, guys, if I don't, doesn't matter. I'll show up another time, same format. I'm going to be advertising these shows on my show. I'm probably going to just upload all 3 of these to my main channel, and that's going to get some buzz created here on Flatsmackers Live. So thanks. Share this wherever you can. If it made you laugh, or if you felt that it was effective, go ahead and share it along, because I hope to reach a big audience, and the only way I can do that is through your guys' help. So that's it. And I don't know if you hear it for earlier when I was like, I get on Chatroulette, and a lot of times it's just me watching people. It's just camera after camera after camera, and while it's doing that, I'm talking to you guys. But when it's just me by myself, I'm going through camera after camera. People just skipping me because they just want boobs. But you get that random guy that stops because he wants to see me in the Tesla, and he's got his junk out. Well, Horry's got his pop gun. Horry says, "So, are you ready to, if you know what I mean?" And that just like creep factor goes up like 200% right there. I can't show you guys the camera when I do that, but it's freaking hilarious. That gives me like a whole hour's worth of energy again because my ass is laughing so hard after I do that. Anyway, hope you guys like what I do. Catch you later. Much love. If you like what I do and you just want to support me, check out the Horry Sheet Show channel. I'll have some links in here soon enough, donation links or whatever. I feel like I'm putting in that work, and boy, I just don't know what's going on soon enough in my life. if I could do this full time, it's better than bagging groceries, in my opinion. Not that that's a bad thing. I just would rather do this than bag groceries. Peace out, guys. Much love. I'm here to wake people up. Who's with me? See you later, Jamie Brown. See you later, Dave Hinkle. All people, free people. Thanks for coming. And Larry Siebens. I should, I said I was gonna do some call-ins, but I gotta make a call right now. I really want to do some more streaming, so I don't know if I'm gonna get back on, but whatever. Peace out, guys.